And it starts with you as an individual. You know what I'm saying? You
I
realize
agree.
who you are, and then that gives you the fortitude to be able to do these other things. But if you don't know who you are, these people are going to play you. These people are going to play you. They're gonna keep your change at the store. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about how much money they get
Well, they don't give you that,
from
that
Negroes,
one penny.
right? From Negro, no, but they'll be like, "Oh, keep the change." That's how we are. Blah, keep the change. I'm like, man, how much money they making off that? You know what I'm saying? So they making so much money. They making it rain off black money. The whole world. So when we talk about diversify and diversity, we got to realize who we are, because I know we're going to talk about this later, but talking about what do you bring to the table? We're the whole damn table. You know what I'm saying? Once we step in the room, we're the whole table.
So if with us being the whole table, this is why no matter where we go, I believe we are seeing fragments of what our culture is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you a prime example, and so because I'm not gonna beat around the bush about my white experience. Okay, I spent time around poor, impoverished white people, trailer park, and I've spent time around wealthy white people,
Mm-hmm.
same as my people, Hispanic as well, and so being a social reporter, having this direct experience, I started looking at how this is different than my house and what are the benefits, because you have to be able to draw something positive out of your experience in order to grow. If you go through your experience with a partition of judgment, you may be missing some fruit that can be added unto you to help you grow. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I know every single black man that and black woman that is watching this podcast right now has been indirectly positively affected by what we want to call the white experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this is very taboo to talk about, but I'm gonna give you one example. My people have areas where now in business they need grooming, and that grooming is pejoratively coming from one place, and it is white America.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the growing of black business. Now, one of the reasons why black business is suffering now is because of poor customer service and organization.
Mm-hmm.
I can get an amen today because it's Sunday.
Yeah.
And because we're experiencing this every day when we go in, we are supporting black business, and we've also you've been to Chick-fil-A, and then you've been to our restaurants, and you're able to see the difference. You're spending your money, etc. Now, if it was for me, I believe we need to have a panel just like white people did, where we give certain classification to black business for being of excellence.
Mm-hmm.
We're saying, well, come shop with me, and I'm just gonna treat you however, and you should give me your money because I'm black. No, we ain't doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Something. And the only thing I would accredit to white people is this: the very thing that they stole from us. And I'm not talking to all white people. I'm talking to those who have pillaged and committed genocide and so on and so forth, and taken their antiquities and so on and so forth. But it's the science. This is what I hope for a people who identify themselves as only black, that are in a struggle, is for you to use science.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to level your playing field, no matter what type of being you are, how you define yourself, you need to be operating using science.
Mm-hmm.
Because the white man has been using science.
Mm-hmm.
He's been using science of the mind, science of sales, science of everything is science. And what we're only speaking of is just knowing the value of ourselves, knowing how powerful we are, and we're just beginning to really step into the science of it all. So when I'm in a white household, rich or poor, I actually learn something. I've learned something from these experiences, and then I've taken them back home with me.
Mm-hmm.
Some I've been able to apply. Some my people just ain't ready for it.
Right.
My people wasn't ready to walk barefoot in the grass because we've been wearing shoes so long. It's like I ain't grounded.
Wow.
I ain't walking barefoot,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm not doing this or that. So and I'll tell you this: I've been around a lot of white people who are, I'm going to tell you that they are spiritual entities housed in a white reflection.
Mm-hmm.
They're spiritual entities in a white reflection.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They have done and contributed no more or no less than someone who is of my reflection.
Mm-hmm.
The internals of them is built just like, Martin said, it's the contents of the character. So if you represent all that has been and all that is being of God, then you can go to any part of yourself and learn and grow. This is the only reason why I would suggest that we be open to diversity in that sense. It's not necessarily trade off anything, because you're only going to be going to the other fragmented pieces of what's always been you.
Something that you said, if these people stole everything from you, wouldn't it make logical sense to be close to these people for you could gain what you was stolen, for you could
If
learn?
that's your feeling,
can I speak on that?
Yeah,
I want to speak on that because
Yes.
you talked about, you said a Martin quote. You said judge people by the context of their character. You know what I'm saying? Martin also said that he was leading his people into a burning house, and he was talking about diversity specifically.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So these people stole, and I want to just challenge Wayne, because
Okay.
what you just said, like, okay, all these people stole from us, and so being close to them. Now think about it.
Yeah.
Now if someone literally went in your house, stole your shit, and then was like had their shit in your house, would you be like, yo, bro, let's chill? You know what I'm saying?
Well, no,
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, like,
oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm
Go
just
ahead,
saying, like, it's like I understand what you're saying, but we got to understand who we're dealing with.